Hey there, folks. Your roving reporter Rob Salem here. We are in Vancouver at North Shore Studios. This will be stage 6. We're here on the set of JJ Abrams' new show. It's called Alcatraz. It's kind of hush-hush. There's not a lot I can tell you about this. I mean, obviously, the show's called Alcatraz, so I think you can pretty much guess what this is all about. We're going to talk to some of the actors and then spend some time on the set. So, of course, there's a great veil of secrecy surrounding this show. What can you tell us?
Well, a long time ago, something happened on Alcatraz, which is pretty mysterious. And now it's our job to go find the bad guys and bring them back to justice.
You were watching
Rebecca Madsen has mystery surrounding her grandfather and... I don't know. Same stuff you've all seen. You know, you've heard the story. You've seen it, haven't you? Admit it. Genre TV is just kind of fun, and it's easy to just get absorbed in it and get excited about it.
Well, it's such a unique playground in that it encompasses, either metaphorically or directly, just every aspect of human existence. I mean,
sure.
There's no place you can't go. I mean,
yeah.
Unless you're stuck on an island, but the whole world is, and in this, is this as far-reaching a concept?
It is. I mean, we're still trying to figure out who's the guy who's like working the levers and turning the knobs on the whole thing. But you know, there's some big powers at play. It seems to be, but it's still out there in the ether. It hasn't quite.
So Jorge, here you are in beautiful, rainy Vancouver, and Daniel Day Kim and Terry Quinn are back in Hawaii.
They are.
How are we feeling about that, my friend?
Well, whenever I watch 5-0, I'm a little bit jealous, but only a little bit. I mean, Vancouver has its own green beauty the way Hawaii does, and you do have to pay for it with rain. A little colder though, but I'm having fun. It's a fun show to be a part of. So.
It's totally exciting. Firstly, not only is it exciting being on a JJ Abrams show, which comes with its own, you know, set of JJ-ness, but you know, it's just also with the cast that we've got right now. I mean, it's a fantastic, eclectic mix, but a fantastic group of people, and luckily, you know, we all seem to get on and make each other laugh, so I think that's already a good sign. So I hope it just gets better and better.
There's a huge veil of secrecy surrounding this.
Yes.
It's part of being JJ-ness, I think.
Right.
So there's only so much I assume you can tell us. But if you could sort of describe
There's only so
character.
much I know.
Yeah,
So,
well, that's another thing. It's anytime you talk to somebody who's involved in a show like this with
right.
a lot of secrecy, there's only so much they let you know.
Right.
But if between those things you could sort of give us an idea of if not completely what the show's about, what your character is.
Well, you basically see, you know, these prisoners that disappear in '63 that start to come back in present time, and there's a team of 4 of us, pretty much, that are there to investigate what the heck is going on. And it's sort of a bit weird, so because you're sort of like chasing these ghosts, you know, they disappeared and now they're here and now we don't know where they are, but we know what they did. It's there's a lot of questions that also just we had as well as actors. But I basically play Sam Neill's. He plays Emerson Hauser. I play his right-hand person, and I'm sort of like doing the psychology and the analysis of everything that is going on. You know, it's one of those things that's sort of evolving. All I will say is quite nicely for myself. But it's I know that, you know, how, you know, her meeting Hauser is something that I think we're going to start seeing, you know, that being explored, you know, how they actually met, so I can't really give too much away about that without spoiling it. But, you know, not a lot. I'm like, how do I tell you something without ruining it? I mean, I just know that she's just really going to be a bit of a tough nut to crack, really. I think she's, you know, she's quite mysterious. She doesn't take things sort of sitting back, and she certainly gets very involved.
If you give away too much, what do they do? Like they lock you up in one of the
They're
cells?
gonna lock me up in Alcatraz.
Does it ever creep you out? I mean, these sets, not that we can discuss them and show them, but they're pretty creepy. I mean,
They're
there's
pretty
some very
creepy.
scary stuff.
This one's less creepy because there's some high tech stuff going on in here. But the other sets of I did feel a little bit spooked out actually. It was walking around on them. It's prisons are not fun.
I don't think they're
No.
supposed to be.
A fun place
I
to
think
be.
that's kind of the idea.
Right.
It's like disturbing that such a dark place where dark things happened is a kind of
Tourist
a place where people take photos of each other with their Instamatics. But it's also incredibly sort of beautiful in the middle of this lovely bay. It's full of ironies, irony upon irony. And the character is, what I was saying before, he's kind of unhinged and dangerous, but extremely effective, and is on a kind of, an odyssey of a kind of mad odyssey, and he's maddened by events and personal things that have happened.
So how much information do you have about the character? I know there's
Quite a
certain
bit,
data
more than I can tell you. More than I can tell you.
but enough for you to work from, or are there things that you're going to discover?
Yeah, I think there's going to be more. There's going to be more to discover. But I've got a pretty good blueprint, and it's an interesting document.
Well, that was our day here on the set of Alcatraz. And as I said, I can't really tell you a lot, but just between us. Right. Very funny, guys. 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 Okay, joke's over. Guys, come on. Come on. Anybody got a key? Come on, guys. Not funny, all right? I mean, the joke, it's over. I mean, what am I, Barney Fife? Come on.